Hey everyone, good morning. December. It's December 6th. It's about close to 9:30 in the morning. I'm just jumping on real quick to give you all another update about an experience that I just had. You gotta really, like I said, pay attention to what's going on if you can. Um, in these hospitals in terms of the medication that's prescribed to you and um, how you're being cared for, and you know, ask questions. Just pay attention. Don't just allow medicines to be prescribed to you, and you don't ask them what the medicine is for, and even go in if you can and Google the side effects. I talked to like I had said before, on another clip that I did, I talked to a doctor, asking the doctor about certain blood pressure pills and how it affected, pregnant women. And, I basically just told her I wanted her to eliminate any type of blood pressure pill that would affect pregnant women. So, like I said, she eliminated a couple of medications and put me back on the um, blood pressure pill that I was originally on, but increased it to 3 times a day versus once a day. So, and I didn't pay attention yesterday as to whether or not I took this particular blood pressure pill that I just found out about this morning, because once the doctor eliminated a couple of the ones that I was concerned about, I didn't think anymore. I didn't think any other blood pressure pill will be added besides what we had talked about. So this morning, the nurse came in and she was saying, "Oh, here's your medicine," because they basically look at the screen, and the pharmacist, through the doctors, prescribe my medicine for the day, and the nurses basically just look on the screen to see what's been prescribed, and then they just give it to you. So it's not like it's them, choosing what medications you get. It's coming from the doctors, but they're just following whatever the orders are, or what medicines to give you based on what the doctor said. So, she was saying, "Oh, I'm going to give you this, and this." I said, "Well, what is this particular medicine for?" Because I get mixed up in so many different names and all of that. After a while, it just all starts to run together, and so I'm like, I can't remember what they said this was for. So, I'll just ask again. So she said, something, lipper something. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, okay, let me hold off on that because I don't know what that does. And I need to Google it and see. And lo and behold, I looked it up. It says, if you're pregnant, do not take this type of blood pressure pill unless there aren't any other alternatives, because this blood pressure pill can affect your baby, and you know it's not something that you should consistently take if you are pregnant, right? And so um I was like, okay, well, I told her, I was like, I don't want to take that. I didn't even get into why. I just like, I don't want to take that. But what's interesting is that I told one doctor one thing. She took things out of my, I guess, screen for me to take, and then these other doctors order other medicines. It's like they're not communicating with each other. And I get, because I'm in here for issues with my heart and fluid on my lungs, and so I guess they're trying to get me the best type of blood pressure pill to take that can control my blood pressure, get my blood pressure down, because it's really out of control. It was really high, so they're basically just focused on getting my blood pressure down. They don't care about me saying I'm pregnant and all of that, because once they run their own series of tests and they get a negative test and they don't get anything back saying, that there's a possibility or there's a baby there or anything remotely close to it, they they don't care about what I say. They're going to prescribe medication based on my current condition. So me saying I'm pregnant is not going to stop them from giving me the best, I don't want to say the best medicine, or the medicine they feel is best for my situation. I could say I'm pregnant till I'm blue in the face. But if those, you know, um, medical records, I don't want to call them medical, but those, if medically it doesn't add up, then I'm a crazy woman. So, what am I saying? This is, I'm telling you guys, as much as you can. I know we're not going to be perfect and we're not going to get everything right, and we may miss something and slip up here and there and not catch everything, and we may take a pill or two that we probably is not the best for us. But if you can, make sure that you ask questions and don't be afraid, or don't feel like, oh, I don't want to ask because they're going to think this and think that, or I'm asking too many questions and things like that. But I don't care. I don't care what they think about me. I don't care that they think that I'm delusional or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, my babies are my responsibility. God gave them to me. So it's my responsibility to take care of them. And I don't care what they don't see. I don't care what they have not come into. If God wanted them to see it, they would see it. God is protecting these babies, and He's doing it His way, and I'm gonna flow with it. I'm past the point of trying to prove anything. They'll come when they come. They'll show up when they show up. But as long as I know they're there, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I don't do anything to, harm them, or allow any, I don't know. I don't even know what words to use. Any type of foreign chemicals or whatever you want to call it to ruin, anything concerning their birth, or, their development or whatever like that. And yeah, I'm so tired. I slept good last night, but I'm still sleepy. And it could just be some of, I don't even know if it's the medicine. I'm just kind of just tired. But, yeah. So I asked them to take it off the list. And then they were still giving me shots in my IV to help drain the fluid off my lungs. And I told the nurse this morning I told the nurse yesterday when she gave me the stuff in my IV to help drain the fluid off. I was like, my kidneys feel a little tight. It's like, I said, I feel like it might be too much water being pulled off at one time. So she came in again later, wanting to do another drain, or putting the other medicine in my IV so it can drain the fluid off. But I told her I wasn't gonna do it. I refused it because I know my body, and I know when I'm not feeling on point. So I was like, nah. And then they came in just a few minutes ago wanting to give me the same medicine again to keep pulling the fluid off. I'm like, I said I didn't feel good the last time that was done, because I said my kidneys felt tight and it felt like it was too much. And they don't, she was just like, oh, okay. And, she took the medicine back, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these hospitals. I mean, I know people, I don't want to, sound inconsiderate or like I'm being judgmental with nurses and doctors and those who practice in the medical field, because I'm not. Because I know that's not an easy job. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing something like that. I'm sorry, y'all, could be falling asleep and talking. And just how you have to deal with so many different personalities and try to make everybody happy, and it's a lot that's required of you, and it can become, just a lot to deal with. So I'm not putting nurses down. I respect, anybody that does healthcare, because it's not an easy job. But and everybody's personality is not the same, and not everybody's going to be attentive to your situation. Not everybody is going to act like they're interested in what you have to say, because they very well may not be, and you got to be okay with that. But as long as you're heard and understood, that's what you need to worry about. So I'm saying all that to say, when I told the nurse that I had this, medication last night and it made me feel some type of way, I was like, that's why I think I'm going to pass on it today. It's like, because, my kidneys hurt and this. I mean, she never said a word. She's just like, oh, so you want me to cancel the order for this one, right? And I'm like, yeah. And so I guess she was like, oh, okay. But never said, I wonder why, you feel like your kidney's bothering you. Or, I don't know. I, I, maybe she ain't got time for all that. But I got some more pills she wants me to take. And I think she took out the one I told her I didn't want to take. I think she took it out. But I gotta take this. I don't even remember what it is. I'm so out of it. And then the doctor came in and asked me if how I was feeling and how I was doing and if I still felt lightheaded. I told him when I walked I still felt winded, but he was saying that that's because of my iron is so low. That's why I'm having the short, well, not feeling 100% because I gotta go see a hematologist to get my blood pressure under control. Because that, is, um, um, causing, the problem with, my shortness of breath. The, anemia is also contributing to my shortness of breath. So he was like, "Do you think you'll be okay? Do you feel more stabilized and left to be on your own, or do you think you need more time?" And I think I think I'll be okay. I just gotta make sure I get on my medicine, and I just have my husband. I just have my husband come and pick me up because I gotta get back to some normalcy and get back on my um, grind at home and just be there for my family. So, um, okay, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta make some calls and respond to a couple of things. So sorry I'm groggy and in and out. May have fallen asleep talking. I don't know, but I'll come back on. And when I get home or tonight, probably when I get home, I'm gonna put everything together and upload this video. And yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Okay, guys. The nurse just left. I'm back again. I know that these clips are really, really short. Um, but I try to jump back on while things are fresh on my mind. So I have a lot of ailments and a lot of things going on, but it's nothing that can't be reversed or fixed with just some minor changes. It's nothing, life threatening or anything like that. If I make the changes that I need to make, I'll be just fine, and that's what I plan on doing. It's not going to be something overnight, but I am going to make the necessary changes that I need to make to get healthier. But as I was saying to my CP moms about these babies, listen, y'all, when y'all have other things going on in your body besides pregnancy, and you got to deal with other issues like me, with the fluid on my lungs and all of that stuff. It's up to you whether or not you want to disclose, your situation with the pregnancy, but they're going to tell you straight up it is not true. There's no evidence of it. We looked at your sonogram, your ultrasound pictures, and we didn't see anything. And it's amazing how these doctors have access to your images, but when you ask another doctor that you go visit, if you go to your OBGYN and you ask them if they can look at your images from another doctor, they always say, no, we can't. No, what they don't want to do is contradict what another doctor says, so then they produce their own images so they can look at their own images. But they won't go over and look at another doctor's images. They will not do that. And y'all know I don't care what people think. I tell my story, I tell my truth, and I'm sure they go back with their little whispers and say, she keeps saying she's pregnant. She's been bleeding since she's been here. She's had her period. We looked at the ultrasound and there's nothing. So they think that I'm crazy. They think I'm delusional. And then I just look at them. I was like, okay, okay, okay. Because nothing I say is going to convince them to think any differently than what they think. Their their total belief in what they practice is totally based on medicine. You all know we serve a God that's higher than medicine, higher than technology, all of that. And y'all know that these miracles, we've been blessed with these miracles, and God is preserving them for a reason, and God is keeping them the way that He's keeping them for a reason. So I have to accept that myself and just learn to just flow with God in this process. That's all I can do. It's just learn to flow with God in this process and not stress myself about, you know, what to do next, what doctor to see next. I'm just going to keep praying and asking God to just lead me and show me and teach me how to deal with this, because I really don't have well, not really, I don't have all of the answers. I'm free. That's why I'm advocating for myself. That's why I have my YouTube channel. That's why I'm spreading awareness, because all of us are going to face these type of situations. And I promised you all that I would share my experiences with you guys, good, bad, and the ugly. When I'm called crazy, when doctors tell me to my face there's no baby, when they say we've looked at your ultrasound and there's nothing there. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I heard footsteps, so I don't know if the nurse is coming back in the room or not. So I don't want to be, recording, because no one wants to be. I don't want to, invade someone else's privacy. So unless I ask permission first, but this is what my YouTube channel is about, and I'll tell people quick. Yep, I'm a YouTuber. I got a unique situation going on. I don't get support from the medical field, but it's okay. And when you know your truth and you stand in your truth, don't worry about it. But my truth is not based on just my feelings and my emotions and my psychological or my theology. My faith and my belief is based on my conviction, based on spiritual truth and what God has revealed and what God has shown me. So it's not just based on my own personal thoughts. So I just want to just make that statement. My phone is about to die. I need to charge it real quick. It's like on 15%. But I've promised a lot of people that I would be putting this video up. So I want to make sure my phone is fully charged, because I'm going to probably do another clip before I leave. Now, I know that there's been some chit chat between doctors and nurses about my claim of being pregnant and things like that. And I'm thinking, she's a really nice girl, but she's certainly not pregnant. They probably said all kinds of things, but it's cool. It's the process. It's the world we live in. Our situation. Unfortunately, it's going to produce this type of talk, and it's going to produce this type of conversation between other people, because these doctors cannot or will not, for whatever reason, look. I don't know if God has blinded their eyes, or if he's made it so that they can't see what we see. I honestly don't know. Because I've shown up, me, I'll pull up my baby's pictures on my sonogram in a minute and show them, because I pulled up the ultrasound because I heard her say, yeah, she's like, well, I have to talk about this because you mentioned something about being pregnant. She was like, and you saw Dr. I saw this doctor back in March. I went to him, told him about my situation, did an ultrasound, and he pretty much dismissed me like everybody else did. Barely didn't. He never examined me. He never did took out the Doppler to see if he could hear a heartbeat. He never even touched you. I mean, he never pressed on my stomach. All he did was say, I'm going to set you up for an ultrasound. Had the ultrasound done, got the images back, saw my baby on the sonogram. Of course, the radiologist, you know, put on a report, no baby, just fibroids, you know. And then my blood work, of course, you know, we don't get positive tests in our blood work because our ACG levels are so low. So, you know, all of the odds are stacked against me in terms of the medical field. The odds are not stacked against me concerning the spiritual realm, so we already know that. And if somebody even hears me talking about God and the Spirit, and you know, they think you're a fanatic, and they think that you're this weird person because you know you have a relationship with God, and you know you equate your situation to your relationship with God, so then they think that you're crazy and God is not going to do this and God is not involved in that. So you got all of these things that you're fighting against, and you still got to walk in faith and in truth and know that God is with you. That is not easy. That is not easy to do, but it's amazing how when people get sick, if they get stricken with cancer or some type of disease and all of that, they call on God to heal them. They think God can do the miraculous when it comes to their family members and people that they love and people that they want to see healed and people that they want to feel better. Then God is amazing. Then God is this omnipotent, fabulous, wonderful God when people want God to work on their behalf. But when we talk about our situation, because it hasn't fully manifested yet, we're crazy. And what we're saying is not true. And God wouldn't perform a miracle like that. And what you're saying is delusional. And what you're saying is crazy. So if I don't say it about your situation, why are you saying it about mine? What if I said to somebody, you're delusional. If this person is clearly dying, laying on the table, God is not going to heal this person. Look at them. They're about to take their last breath. But if that person believes enough that God can do anything, and they believe by faith, even if God doesn't do it, they can. But that you don't take away their right to believe that God is who they are, that God is who He is in their life. That's not fair. It's not fair to minimize God in someone else's situation because you don't believe it. You know. And that's why I'm never going to be afraid or never going to be embarrassed to tell my story about my pregnancy. I'll say it in front of any doctor, in front of any surgeon, I don't care if you've been named the top doctor in all 50 states of America, however, whatever you want to call it. I will stand to you in your face and I will tell you my situation. That's the type of person you're dealing with. Period. So for these doctors to stand here and say, I mean, I'm not saying that they're wrong in their overall assessment of the issues that I have going on. I have to follow what they say on a lot of things. But in terms of my pregnancy and things like that, it's okay. It's okay. I'm good. I'm not even upset. I promise you I'm not. I'm like, okay. All right. All of this is just a part of God's plan. It's a part of my journey. I got to take better care of myself. Just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean that I can sit around and eat anything I want and use that as an excuse. Oh, it's a craving. Oh, I got a taste for this. I have to still be smart because I have to take care of my kids, my babies, and take care of myself with what I'm eating and things like that. So it's not gonna be easy. Y'all know I love food. I love to eat. I mean, y'all know before I got pregnant, I love to cook, and I had my videos going, but I had to switch and transition out of that into something more, a little bit more purpose, because I want to help transform lives. I want to help, you know, women and men and whoever watches my videos to understand how to get through difficult times. And I just want you all to see real life experiences. I want you all to see the things that I actually go through, and that when I do my videos, I'm not just talking. I'm not just, you know, giving out. I'm not just having a pep talk, or, you know, I'm just blowing smoke. You know, I'm going through this stuff too, y'all. It's hard. It's hard. I get discouraged. I want to have my babies today, right this second. I want them to be here. I'm worried that, you know, certain medicines are making them feel a certain way, or that it's gonna slow up the process. I don't know. But I'm human. I feel these things. But at the end of the day, God's word and his promises in my life and who he is in my life trumps a feeling or an emotion. I have to believe God according to his word, outside of how I feel and think, because God transcends how I feel and think. I do not know I don't know the total mind of God. I don't. But I know God is working out something in this situation. And it's not about, you know, money and me. So I am going to pursue legal, you know, I'm going to do some things legally. Yes, I am. But it's not about that per se. What it's about is spreading awareness and helping to allow women in my situation to get the fair medical treatment that anybody else would get. Now, I know somebody will say, well, how is it not fair? How are you not getting fair medical treatment when you get an ultrasound, you get blood work done, and they just tell you that they don't see anything, because they really don't? How is that being treated unfairly? Well, I'm not saying that it's necessarily we're being treated unfairly, like we're not being seen, but the concept behind our pregnancy and the things that we say, you know, because our pregnancies go on for so long, they don't believe that. And you can't make a doctor or a nurse or somebody believe that you've been pregnant beyond 9 months or whatever like that. You can't make them believe that. But I mean, when you go to follow up and you come back and they say, oh, we told you 3 months ago we didn't see anything, or we told you 2 years ago there was nothing there. It's just the demeanor, the attitude, the way that we're spoken to. It's not the same as a person that has a normal pregnancy. We're told we're crazy. We're told that we need to go see a psychiatrist, and if that's part of the process with women, like, you know, for us with this type of pregnancy, then, you know, go tell a normal pregnant woman, okay, yeah, you're pregnant, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to go see a psychiatrist. Maybe you want to just go see a psychiatrist to talk about, you know, how to raise your child or something like that. They're not going to be told to go see a psychiatrist because they have a normal pregnancy. They don't have the type of dilemmas that we have. No doctor has said to us that I can recall, or in my experiences, listen, I hear what you're saying, but right now I don't see what you're saying, but I'm going to work with you. I'm going to stay with you. We can keep monitoring the process. If you want to come back, you know, we'll keep, you know, running tests. And no doctor has embraced us in that way. We've always been told, there's nothing else I can do for you. I don't know what else you want me to do. Sorry. That's how we're treated, you know. Um, there's no other, and even when we get an MRI, or some women requested an MRI or something like that, how is it that we are able to see as clear as day what is on the MRI, and they still deny it? Because they don't want to deal with those type of pregnancies. They don't want to deal with the complications of it. Period. And that's just facts. That's just facts. But it's okay, because this is our platform to vent. This is our platform to talk about our experiences and how we feel, and how we've been treated, and, you know, what things have been said to us. Nobody knows that but us. You know, and it's bad enough, you know, when you don't have support from family and your loved ones and friends. Fortunately, that's not my situation, but it has been. It hasn't always been, you know, a positive situation for me. You know, it hasn't, and I still have people that go back and forth with whether or not I'm pregnant. People that are very close to me, people that are very dear to me, but I can't worry about that because I'm not seeking approval from anyone. And we got to get past that, y'all. I know it's hard, but we got to get past it. We do. So, I got to charge my phone, and I don't want it to cut out on me. But I'm going to try to upload this video tonight. And I pray that this would help somebody to just stay encouraged and to know what to expect in certain situations. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.